Hey guys, welcome back to DMAC Customs on the YouTube. Dave here in the garage. Once again, not on any of these two beasties behind me, but I'm going to do a little bit of work on this tailgate. So let's get at it. Okay, so I got this tailgate here and it's like way too shiny to be in my garage, so I want to get it done and I can get it out of here and get it back to the people that need it done. It's off a Ford. It's got like FORD there, so means it's a Ford tailgate. So I don't know what year actually. I think I know the truck. I think I've seen it up there in their workshop. But I didn't realise it was getting a full respray. I thought they were doing all sorts of work underneath it. But anyway, it's I got to reinstate some pinstriping and a little nicknamey thing that was on there previously. So I'll put some pictures up of what I've been sent. So I'm working from photographs. I hadn't actually seen it in the flesh before I received this, that I can remember, to go and have a look and whatnot. So so there's the one photo. It's like there, so I've got to put the old flame on there, and then another photo, so it's like there. See, I've got to put the pinstriping stuff, which will be in the center of the bottom of the tailgate, and there's a little sort of bits that come off the side. So because I'm kind of reinstating what was already there, I sort of drew it up on my computer, like off the photos, and I've just sort of made a tracing that I'm gonna make a tracing and put it, get it back to pretty much how it was. So it's set about getting this sorted out, clean it up, bit of wax and grease remover, make sure there's nothing on the surface of the paint, and then set about doing some squiggles on there. So let's go. Do a little bit of quick arts and crafts. I just gotta I probably shouldn't have cut that all the way through. I'm a dipstick. Hang on. Don't need that bit. I'll probably pay to get it straight-ish. Might get a ruler. Should be about there. How's that look? Close enough. How does this work? There. There. Just like that. Arts and crafts. A little bit of wax and grease on there. Remover, that is, in there. And buff it off. Alright, now I'll find a centre. I need a ruler, a bigger ruler. And pencil. Yeah. There and there should be 62.30. So that's our centre right there. Not quite. So there. Get my other ruler. Excuse me. Right there. So that's my centre line. Light in this particular spot is terrible. I'm going to have to move this before I start painting on it because I cannot see much lights behind me, so I'm getting in my own shadow, So I might just rearrange stuff and then we'll carry on. Okay, so I'll start digging out my phone, finding the pictures of what the writing's supposed to look like. And we're starting it around about here. Something like that will do us. This time around I am going to use some Sorrel paper. Some of this stuff. Need the white. I think that's the white one. Yep. Because it's a smaller piece rather than that big signboard that I did the other week with the old heritage one. This being just, you know, like a smaller piece that I'm going to sort of transfer over. I'll use this Sorrel stuff and see how that goes. Wish me luck. Okay, so cut a couple of little windows in there just so I can see my centre line. So I can position this. I can't really see my centre line, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. Ah, there it is. That's the top. Find the bottom part. In my own shadow again. Okay, so that's on the centre, that's on the centre. It's going to come down a little bit. Down about there. My sidebars look crooked as. Something's not right. What's going on? Okay, I need to double check my centre line. Something's gone awry. My bad measuring probably. We've got 774, 770, so it's a couple of millimetres out at the bottom. Clean that off. So it's 772, 772, double checking. 72, so that's my centre, should be. Alright, I'll have another look right there. Let's clear that. That's better, I think. Alright, yeah. That's there and there. These sidebars could easily be taped on in the wrong place. I didn't really put any reference on those, but I'll just take this in situ. And we can do some cheekage. I think that's right. These are out a bit on the sides. Alright. That's better. Right. Might run a little square from the other side just to see if I can see if anything else is not running correctamundo. I don't know whether I trust this square. It kind of bows up a bit at one end, so what else have I got? Yeah, it's about right. I'll probably get it nice and square and then paint it on crooked. Yeah? Okay. This. Ooh. Which way does this go? That way. Alright, pencil. Pencil. You've got pencil there. stuff transfers over quite nicely. Alright, put this stuff away. Oh, just a couple of dots. Okay, so the basic colour palette for this is obviously there's the light blue, the old flames written in, and the bulk of this stuff is in. But there's also the dark blue, which is like a centre line, and these two legs out the side. So what I'm going to do is start with the dark blue. I'll put a little tape line. I haven't really done that before, but I'll put a little tape line, give me a guide. I don't want to kind of rub off what I haven't done yet. So yeah, give it a shot. So I've got this Reflex Blue. One shot, and so what is this? This is a Bondago Quad Zero, so it's a pretty fine little striper thing, and yeah, I should really kind of go and give it a quick whiz on something, make sure it's at the right consistency and stuff before I go onto there. Yeah, that might be the smart money. What should I find? Back in a sec. I think my consistency is about right. I just tried a little bit over on the cabinet over there, but it's a pretty rough cabinet, so not quite as slick as this paint finish on this tailgate. Alright, here goes. Should have my glasses on too, probably, yeah. Okay, so that's the dark blue down. There's not actually that much of it. Next up is the light blue. Not really my kind of colour palette. I don't like blues on reds, especially for lettering. Pinstriping is not too bad because it's sort of, you know, it kind of adds sort of the jump to it, where when it's lettering on blue, it tends to jump around and messes with my eyes, and it's kind of one of my things my old mentor and boss sort of said to me, you know, like colour, you know, the colour theory type of thing was, you know, blues on top of reds and reds on top of blues can kind of mess with your eyes, and they're kind of a bit of a leave it alone for sign writing type point of view. For the pinstriping, it kind of works a little bit different because it kind of helps kind of lift it off, and it makes it look kind of quite cool. But yeah, I normally would stay away from this kind of colour combo on this kind of colour. But as I said earlier, I'm reinstating what was already there, and I have no problem doing that. If the person who owns the truck wants it that way, then you know, you can argue it and say it's your name on it and stuff, but at the end of the day, this is not my artwork. This is just reinstating what was already there. So next colour, leave my goggles back on. So and this time I'm sort of bringing in a Mac Dago lightsaber number 0, one of those little jammers, just for a couple of bits, not for the whole thing. So how am I going to do this? Should really freshen that up. Okay, so here it is, upside down. I turned that round because I thought it might be easier to pull those little flamey bits back the ways, rather than kind of trying to work over the top of that other blue stuff that's fresh. But then I had a little panic moment. For some reason I thought the old flame was at this end and I was leaning all over it, and I thought, oh my god, what have I done? Ruined my hoodie, you know, got all mucky, but did it anyway. So that's that done. It's what the owner had on there before, so that's, you know, it's what they wanted back on there, so full credit to them. So that's all done. Just got to let it all dry and clean it off tomorrow. Brushes I used initially was the Pro Series Quad Zero Vondago, and then I went to, that's a Vondago, or that's a Macdago Saber liner. Oh, that needs a proper clean. They're quite a neat, nifty little brush. Needs real good clean actually. Then I switched to this little unit here, which is a AS handover little Saber chisel writer, and I just used that for those little blue bitty bits. And then I used this. This is one of those Sable pointed writers, so it's an AS handover, which I used for the old flame lettering. Never used it before. I used one, a bigger version, a number 6, on the shop sign the other week and struggled with it. I probably should have used that one because that did exactly what I wanted it to do. And then finally I used this on the flames, which is a Vondago Pro Series Lightsaber LH-1. So they're quite a neat brush as well. I quite like them, how they kind of come to a point and you can kind of, some of them, the hair length is a bit more manageable for me. Sometimes when they're too long, it's like flopping around, and you know, if they're too short, they don't hold enough paint. So that's kind of fits my way of working and thinking kind of better than some of the other brushes in that out there. I've got some shorter brushes, like some shorter lettering brushes, and yeah, I tend to find they starve unless I thin the paint out too much, and then it's too thin, you know. So, but too long and they're just like flopping around all over the place. So I better go and clean those brushes out proper. And another point being, there are other brush manufacturers out there and stuff that by all means give them a try. They've probably got stuff that you might prefer over the top of those, like if you're, you know, in the market, that is. But yeah, I've bought a few brushes over the last few years, and those ones I've kind of quite like, so I'll keep using them for now. Unless something else comes my way that basically you're looking for something that makes your job easier, not harder. So, and I struggle enough with some of those big round curvy fine things as it is, so I want stuff that I can control. And experimenting with short hair, longer hair, super long hair and stuff is kind of a way to do it. The stripers, I can't get them to turn super tight. I did a reasonably tight turn with those and on the sign the other day, but they've got to be just the right brush. And even my Vondago brushes that I tend to go to, I can't get all of them to do it. I can only do it with a couple of them for some reason. I don't know, skill level probably. It's not a big deal. I'll go in there with another type of brush and do like tight corners if I need to. Hopefully be able to join them up nicely. But anyway, that's where we're going to leave this video, in the old garage, and just doing a little quick job just to help some people out, and yeah, getting it done. So if you haven't done so already, subscribe. hit the notifications bell, like, share, all that kind of stuff. If you want notifications, hit that bell and you'll get notified. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Till next time, take it easy and peace.